Aside from some upskirting, my photographic hobby of taking photos of places, icons and people in London has taken a back seat. Fortunately, I do have an uncatalogued catalogue of photos taken when I was a more prolific snapper, because my sister asked quite late this month for another calendar from me as one Christmas present. I did think that last year's annual calendar for her might be my final one, but fate, maybe some mental and physical strength, luck, and my brother's generosity have conspired to keep me alive or out of jail for another year. To search for any potential picks for the calendar takes hours, so I've had to make trips to a few of Southwark's libraries, carrying both a laptop and a 15-inch monitor to look through and edit my images, because it just isn't safe to do so in the flat because of the sadists in the flat below. The paid help working with the police and others to destroy my life away from prying eyes. I would have spent far more time choosing images, but was pressed for time, so focused on a fraction of my photographic output, and I'm probably replicating images that she's seen before. But she said she didn't mind that, so hopefully she will be okay with this year's selection. My failed attempts to inform local residents in this part of Beckham about the targeting programme, and also try to have them tell me what they've seen or heard about me regarding the smear campaign aspect of the targeting, has been matched in failure by a number of attempts contacting various organisations over the years. Mainstream media news, human rights and the legal profession have snubbed me or used excuses why they can't help, even though I provided links to my evidence and also sometimes supplied a memory card with that evidence. For those that did at least reply but found an excuse not to help, I think that's inexcusable because of the range of technologies and people and organisations involved in these targeting operations. One of those organisations involved is the police, and I have now decided it's time to make an official complaint against them using the policeconduct.gov.uk website. Here is the completed form I downloaded and sent off today. The form will initially be passed on to the relevant police force, which in my case is London's Metropolitan Police. I don't expect a reply from them where they confess their guilt, acknowledge they have used psychiatric reprisals as part of the targeting programme, and admit they have colluded in these torturous, unlawful, covert targeting operations and deliberately gaslit my evidence as a means to cover up their complicity in the targeting. Some of you might be wondering whether I'd called off since uploading the October the 8th video titled 12 Years a Lab Rat. I've had enough. The answer's an emphatic no. There's never any calling off for a genuine target of these never-ending harassment operations. My brother is a joint tenant with me, and though his sleep is really good, over the last few months it's been torture for him, and he mentions there's an aura of pain and believes he's being killed whilst also having suicidal thoughts. A viewer of my channel quite a while back said that my brother might be targeted when in the flat, as I definitely am. I have put this to the back of my mind, concentrating my efforts on exposing the targeting programme legally, but I can't help but think some of his torture is caused by those in the flat below. I've tried to pretend the demons below had some principles or were instructed not to harm my brother because they can't get to me as much as they would like, but deep down feel certain the monsters would have no qualms targeting him as well. The most optimistic outcome I can expect is a Pyrrhic victory. But if my evidence helps expose this targeting programme and neighbour and police involvement, I'll readily take it. I will end this video on a slightly more upbeat note and say a big thank you to Susan for offering me and all TIs, including herself, a message of hope. Thank you, Susan.